I'm afraid that men are about to learn rule number one of capitalism.
Oh, this ought to be good.
In order to negotiate, you have to bring value.
Oh, here we go again. Another diatribe from women where they go around telling everyone how valuable they are and how men, well, they have absolutely no value at all. So let's sit down, have a little beverage, and see what she's got to say, shall we?
What are you going to withhold from women in any meaningful way that is going to force us to meet your conditions and demands? What will it be? Go ahead. What will it be? What will you withhold from us? Have you thought about that?
Now, what's hilarious is she's trying to do this in response to something that doesn't really exist. There is no movement to create a men's strike. Hell, I wish there was one, because I know for a fact that strike wouldn't last more than half a day, and they would come screaming to us, begging us to come back. Because everything they take for granted in life, things like food, their shelter, power, and oh yeah, the gobs of makeup that they pour on their face every day would disappear in a matter of hours, because it is men who primarily, no, make that overwhelmingly, as in over 90%, provide or distribute those particular items. So without men, they'd all go poof. The reality is there is no men's strike or call for one. There was one, however, for the women. They were all planning on going on strike in late June. Remember that? Remember all the videos where they were flexing and saying how the world was going to stop because they were all going to call in sick and not show up to work that day. And what happened on that day?
And in order to strike, you have to be able to take something away from the person that you're trying to strike against. That is the meaning of a strike. It means withholding something until you get your needs or conditions met. That's a strike. Okay. So I just have one question for all of y'all. What is that thing? Go ahead. What is that thing?
Well, as I said, if men did actually go on strike, that one thing would be all of society. The world you live in would literally start breaking down in a matter of hours. But I don't think that's what you're really asking. What you're really asking is, what are men going to take away from women, specifically with regard to relationships? Now, there is a movement. Men are indeed stepping away from relationships. They're not trying to take anything away from women as individuals in relationships. Oh no. What they're doing is walking away from relationships completely. They're not dating. Hell, they're not even asking you out anymore. And they're certainly not marrying you. Men are walking away in droves. But it's not a strike. Men don't need to make videos crowing about it. They don't talk the talk. They literally are walking the walk. They're walking away from women. So in a matter of speaking, you're actually right. They are on strike. And the fact that you think it's not having an effect is laughable, I'm sorry to say. The proof is all the women out there going,
where did all the good men go?
Where's all the dudes? Where have all the good men gone?
Where are all the good men? Where are all the good men?
The answer is simple. Men have decided to go their own way. Men have woken up. They've seen today's modern women for what they are. They've seen their toxicity, their narcissism, their entitlement, and their belief that they don't have to offer anything in a relationship while expecting everything in return. And they're done. They're tired. And they're not going to put up with it anymore, especially after seeing videos like this one where women are trying to flex on men. I know all the ladies love to think that it makes us mad. It actually makes us laugh because in the end, we're the ones walking away.
Because I guarantee you, in less than a month's time, tops, I promise you, everybody's going to forget about this.
Oh, darling, I do admire your wishful thinking, but the reality is this has been going on for years, and all the data proves that it is indeed going to continue on. It's not going to stop now. It's not going to stop next year. It's not going to stop in the next decade. Unlike women, men think logically, and any logical person could realize that there's absolutely zero benefit to men to being in relationships with women now. Men are done. They're walking away. And the majority of women are going to be alone and childless. That's a fact. And you can try and put all the lipstick on that pig that you want to, but it's still going to be a pig. And no amount of flexing or trying to convince yourselves that it's not going to be is going to change it. But hey, if you think making these videos, putting men down, disparaging them, mocking them, and making fun of them will help you to build your case, by all means, continue on. I mean, why you would think that putting men down is going to make them want to be with you, I don't know. But it seems to be the consensus that today's modern women have. The reality is, though, ladies, all it's doing is convincing even more men to walk away and be done with you.